Stetson Bennett, quarterback, 2017 to 2022. Playing under Coach Kirby Smart, Stetson Bennett will forever be remembered as the quarterback of the back-to-back Georgia National Championship teams in 2021 and 2022. A native of Blackshear, Georgia, Bennett began his career as a walk-on and scout team quarterback in 2017. He gained praise during those practices leading up to the Rose Bowl, as he was tasked with emulating Oklahoma Heisman Trophy winner Baker Mayfield. In an effort to earn playing time, he transferred to Jones College for the 2018 season, but returned to Georgia the following year after the transfer of Justin Fields. Bennett earned his first chance to start during the 2020 season, but returned to his backup role in 2021. When starter JT Daniels went down with an injury, Bennett stepped up and led Georgia to the national championships in both 2021 and 2022. He was named Offensive MVP of all 4 college football playoff games he appeared in and became known as the mailman for always delivering. Over his career, he finished with a 29-3 record as a starter, threw for 8,429 yards, 66 touchdowns, and 21 interceptions, with a 66.1% completion rate. He earned second-team All-SEC honors in 2021 and 2022, won the 2022 Burlsworth Trophy as the nation's top former walk-on, and was Georgia's first Heisman finalist since Garrison Hurst. He was drafted in the 4th round of the 2023 NFL Draft. Welcome to the Nitro College Football Show's 50 Greatest Georgia Players of the 2000s. And we have finally reached the end of our countdown. At number 1, who else? Quarterback Stetson Bennett. Burl, talk about Stetson Bennett.
It's the stuff that movies are made of. One of the most remarkable stories in college football history. He was not really recruited. He walked on at Georgia, was a standout on the practice squad team, and was a big reason why Georgia was able to be successful against Oklahoma in the Rose Bowl, because he was back there playing Baker Mayfield. And after that, he took a little journey, transferred out to a junior college, had a good year. And I think Kirby talked him into coming back.
It's when Justin Fields transferred.
Yeah.
And they needed a quarterback with experience. And so Kirby talked him at the last minute to come back to Athens. He was going to go to Louisiana Lafayette. And Kirby talked him into coming back to Athens and sat way down on the depth chart, was the backup, I think, in 2019, and played a little bit in that SEC championship, lost to LSU when Jake Fromm went down, but was way down on the depth chart there in 2020. And Jamie Newman quit, and DeJuan Mathis was horrible, and JD Daniels wasn't ready. And he stepped in, had some good moments, some bad moments, and, worked his way back to, the backup position the next year. But when JT Daniels was not feeling great, he stepped in and played amazing and got that team rolling in the right direction, and ultimately won a national championship, came back despite detractors saying that Georgia couldn't win with him and that he wasn't good enough, and won again. And just an amazing story. It just really built himself into one of the most beloved players for Georgia fans ever.
You gotta love the fact that he was a walk-on. So he was 2022, and I kind of like the name of this trophy, the Burlsworth Trophy, for nation's best walk-on, and actually just played his way into a Heisman Trophy finalist, which was totally out of the realm of possibility at the beginning of that season, even though he was the returning quarterback of a national championship winning team. And he just always had the Georgia fan base was divided on Stetson Bennett for a long time. And there was good reason, because when JT Daniels was there, he was really good when he played, but there was just something different with Stetson Bennett. And I'll never forget that the time when Nolan Smith gets hurt, and in that next game he comes out, he's wearing a Stetson Bennett shirt. And at that was the moment where I was like, okay, this is Stetson's team. I don't care what anybody says. He's got this team. Kirby trusts him. I'm all in. Because I was in the JT Daniels camp for a while. But after that game, I was all in on Stetson. And he was just so much fun to watch because he could do a little bit of everything. And you kind of didn't know what you're going to get.
Right.
You know, he had some wheels. He could throw a great deep ball, hell of an arm. As much as people don't think that he has a great arm, in his combine, he threw it harder than I believe everybody, except for maybe Will Levis.
Yeah. I mean, we'll never forget him because he's the mailman, right? The mailman who always delivered. And when it came crunch time, Stetson Bennett always delivered. He played in 4 playoff games. He was the MVP of every one of those playoff games.
Yeah. Nobody better in big time moments than Stetson Bennett.
Yep. And, you know, we are wrestling fans. We're fans of, you know, Georgia fan Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has an old saying that I think fits perfectly with Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett went from undesirable to undeniable. He will go down as one of the greatest players in Georgia history, one of the most memorable players in SEC history. And no matter what your opinion of his talent is, you can't deny what he did on the field. He doesn't get the respect nationally that all these other quarterbacks get. Baker Mayfield's listed on the top quarterbacks of the 21st century, but Stetson's not. These other guys that put up big numbers weren't. Stetson won. And at the University of Georgia, that's all that matters. He's the greatest player of the 3, 2, 1. He's the greatest Georgia player of the 2000s. No doubt. And if it wasn't for a guy named Herschel Walker, he'd probably be the best player in Georgia history. Build the statue.
Build it right now. I'll throw in $350.
All right, man. Well, that will wrap up our 50 greatest Georgia players of the 2000s. This has been a fun series to do. I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you like this content and you like this series, please, please, please subscribe to the channel. We'll have plenty of coverage of the 2025 college football season coming up. But once again, thanks for joining us. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.